Problem for today is exciting bets, and this one was a little trickier than it probably should have been for me. Um, by the way, there's a movie on in the background, so I don't know if you can hear that, but uh, it's basically saying the greatest common divisor of two numbers that or two quote unquote bets is the excitement that some fans can get, and you're trying to maximize excitement. It's kind of like a dumb problem statement. I think like one of the more it's like confusing, not even confusing, just like didn't make sense. Like usually they make a story and it makes sense, but this one didn't really make sense to me. Anyways, I think the trick was to um, well, the main trick was the greatest common denominator is always equal to the distance between the numbers, because the operations that you can do on these numbers to increase the fan excitement, I guess, between the bets is to increase both of them by one or decrease both of them by one, and you can never separate them in terms of like distance, right, from each other. And so the greatest common divisor is always equal to the distance between the numbers. Um, yeah. So what I did here is define an integer t, and that was for the looping through each problem statement or looping through each case, and then define two variables. It would be the excitement of the fans and how much moves it would take. The excitement is just defined by the absolute value of the difference between them, or it's just the difference between them, right? And then take the absolute value just because like you don't want a negative number. And then moves was the minimum between that the one of the numbers mod that excitement that you just got, or that excitement minus one of the numbers mod the excitement. So that basically says like if you have two numbers 5 and 7, you 5 and 8, sorry, that five, if you have two numbers 5 and 8, the excitement is going to be 3, right? And so you want to figure out how close you can increment or decrement those numbers, or how little you can increment and decrement those numbers, so that they both have a greatest common divisor of 3. So that would be one move. It would be go from 5 and 8 to 6 and 9. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit trickier than it should have been for me, but had to get a hint and got it eventually. So yeah.